Last time on Lawful Stupid. Yeah, there's a snap, crackle, and the pop.
Oishin, do you know anything about this?
I'm unfamiliar, but it is wild magic out in the woods.
Well, then onwards to the east and the trees.
Through the trees, passively, you guys can see like a tree start to fall down.
Yeah, I approach this mysterious noise.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow him.
Ahead of you, you get to where you kind of think it is. There's a fallen tree that happens so quickly. It'll be a pop, a crackle, and then a snap. And the tree's back up. And there's very hidden well next to that tree is a humanoid-looking figure made of branches.
So it's one tree continually falling.
Pop, crackle, snap. It's so fast in an instant, it's like you get pushed back to where you came from.
Athletics to try to hold it up.
Yeah, you're able to pull this weird stick being out of the way. Oh, don't worry about it, man. You go in and slice the guy up and those twigs kind of like crumble beneath your blade. The colors of magic start to come into view, Axel.
It appears to be locked in some sort of time loop.
It sounded like you guys were moving on. Oishin will kind of look at the lot of you. I have something to show you. And very quickly, a scene kind of like takes up a radius around you, but it seems to be an illusion of sorts. This is a memory orb. You see various people fighting various skeletons. You see an Oishin who's back to back with a younger-ish looking Mac. You guys see kind of like in a cavernous space below, and there's a rattling of bones on the ground. That is the large bone creature that tried forming. Try to explain that to everyone. I've lived enough years to know that it doesn't always go well. I would rather be an outcast.
I don't have words, truthfully.
I'm not asking for any words. Just for you to be able to report should anything happen.
Well, thank you.
Another day is here, and you're ready for it. What to wear? Check. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Check. Planning for what's next and how to save for it? That's where Bank of America can help. For your financial to-dos, Bank of America has experts ready to help get you closer to your goals. Get started at one of our local financial centers or 24/7 in our mobile banking app. Find a location near you at bankofamerica.com/talktous. What would you like the power to do? Mobile banking requires downloading the app and is only available for select devices. Message and data rates may apply. Bank of America N.A., member FDIC.
Your night goes by peacefully. You take your long rest or short rest, whatever one it is. I know what date it is, so there's that. With lots of thoughts to think on after Oi showing you a memory. Two of them, actually. And you wake up that morning, ready to go back onto adventure into the woods towards the easterly direction.
It's true.
Anything to make note of? Anything I should be aware of? Or just continue on.
Any more thumping in the woods? Is there any more every 10 minutes or so? Sounds like a tree falling.
No, we resolved that.
I know, but are there more?
Oh, that's a good point.
Do we continue to hear this anywhere as we travel along?
Behind you, but that was like a while ago. You traveled a whole ass day. You probably don't hear it anymore.
There was a different one though, yeah?
The first one you found,
yeah.
Like as you traveled that day, like towards evening, like you did hear it, but it got further and further away. It just seemed to be like just a time loop in that spot.
Noted. Yeah, I think we're just traveling along.
Okay, and we're traveling east. Yeah, I mean, so I think I'm leading us as best as I can. Not that I know exactly where I'm going, but
You have your sundial, yeah? Like, you know Using shadows or something? I don't know how you tell, Judge, where...
I mean, the sun, you just look up.
Yeah.
Like, it's east to west. And Abon, unless your sun, like, spirals.
Oh, yeah. What's your world like?
Or something.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't
there's
know.
nothing.
We're at the very
nothing.
top of the
Yeah.
planet.
No, you're good. What's the line order?
I mean, me first, for sure.
Yeah, and I'll be second. It makes sense. And I think...
I don't think me should go first.
Yeah, 100%. You're right.
Yeah.
She should stay with
Me's with me.
Balfour.
Me's with me.
I'm too
Yeah.
small. I don't think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, so Mac leads for sure.
Cool beans. Someone roll me your D100 for the day.
I'll do it this time. D100. Big whammy, big whammy, big whammy. 67.
Almost nice.
Oh, isn't that what we got?
It was
Last
something like
time?
that, 65.
I feel like it's
67.
almost exactly the same. I'll look in,
Yeah.
in the roll log.
Yeah. He was like 63 was Zeeb's guess, so that's pretty crazy.
That's why I think it was 65.
Yeah. Could you roll me your perceptions for the day? And
This
then
is my
I'll get back into
perception.
the stuff.
All right.
So, Avon, I'll roll perception, but I just want to remind you I have a pass of 17.
You have
I rolled a 19,
huge. Okay.
so it's better.
I have a non-natural 20.
Can I forfeit my perception roll in lieu of my birds since they have better senses than I do?
If you want to help Titania.
Yeah, I'll give Titania the help. She doesn't need the help action. She has advantage on perception checks.
Yeah, she could keep a lookout for you if you want.
Excellent. Oh, awesome. I got a fucking 8.
That's all the 2 pop.
Yeah, don't fucking worry about it.
Yeah. So you guys
I burned
go
my
off.
inspiration. Fuck it. No, I'm kidding.
You go off into the woods, continuing your easterly direction. Since Oi is very sure that it's this direction and will continue to tell you it's that direction. It's the woods. It's crunchy. It's got a few bugs. There's leaves, dirt, twigs, and bushes and whatnot. That's really as exciting as it can be. It's not like the best thing ever on this journey.
But this is the
you know.
Emerald Woods. I mean, it's got to be like pretty, right? At least.
Oh yeah, because I'm about to
Okay.
tell you. Me, fucking amazed looking at everything in the woods. Right. She'll like occasionally look at Balfour and then kind of like flutter off to go check out like this really neat looking leaf and like come back to show you guys like, look, this one is sparkly like a diamond.
Ooh. I'm very attentive to every time she brings it back, and I'm just as impressed as she is.
I don't know. It glitters and oh, look at this one. And then she'll like drop the leaf and then flutter off to like bring you back a rock. There's nothing special about the rock. It just looks
I
neat.
take the leaf and I tuck it into a book, like in its own page, and to flatten it down, and then I'll examine the rock and put it into like a pouch. I've done this with my kids, and so I'm just wondering how heavy I'll be, and I can carry a ton of weight. So let's play the game.
And then she'll just show you the rock, and then occasionally throughout the day she'll like point off to something neat. You're like, oh, look at that bird. That one has, oh my gosh, all the colors. And it's just a multicolored bird just squawking in the tree.
Oh, beautiful. Good eye.
And as you guys are looking about and seeing things, Balfour, you'll notice at first, then Mac soonly right after, there seems to be something happening like right in the middle of your path, and it looks to be like things are going up from the ground.
Oh, hard stop.
Yeah, I have to even do like a fist.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't even do that. Mac just stops. Like, tires up. I'm seeing shit grow out of the ground.
No, like floating off of the ground.
Like dirt?
Coming up
Not
from the
better.
ground?
Not better. What's floating off the ground?
You'll see like a few leaves and stones and branches. And then watching ahead of you, you'll see like a rabbit kind of like darting this way and that, and then kind of like end up in this bit and then start tumbling and then going
Max
upwards.
steps a couple steps backwards. If he has to nudge into Balfour, he will. Something weird's going on. Hold on.
So it's kind of like a wind tunnel type thing is what I'm getting? It's like just kind of cyclones?
It's floating. She didn't describe wind. She described like levitation. Mm-hmm. Max backing up, especially after he sees his poor rabbit get caught up into this. He's like, "Nah, hold on."
I'm gonna take that rock out of my pouch with my trunk and throw it at this area.
Oh, that's a great question.
Oh yeah, you go to throw the rock, and then you'll see the rock start to like meet into the area. It doesn't really stop. It kind of like flies in, but then starts going upwards.
Okay, so it catches the velocity of the rock.
Mac turns around and looks at Balfour. Hold on. Hold on. I wonder if this has like a weight requirement. You think you're like heavy enough to walk through it?
And you want me to try?
Yeah, you're like, what, 800 pounds, 900 pounds, 500 pounds?
And then I point at me.
No, I don't want... I want you to try Balfour.
Oh. All right, so I'll grab me and set her on your shoulder.
Okay.
And I will cautiously walk over, like my side first, like stepping foot first, like a crab almost, to get inch closer to it.
Is the water warm or cold? Warm or cold?
Yeah. Because if it starts taking my foot up, I'm just going to fall back into my weight to get away from it.
I'll need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no. All right.
I would like to be prepared to pull Balfour.
I would like to walk around.
It's a 7.
It's not great.
Yeah, you cross the threshold of this little space, and you start to quickly go up. And you try to reach out for Mac or a tree branch or something in this area to like maybe not keep going up, and you're not ending up lucky right now. Mac, you had an action to do, I think, a help or something.
I mean, so I could help by throwing a chain to him and then trying to pull him down.
You may make it again, Balfour, to try and catch it. It's easy to throw a chain.
Yeah.
Okay, another dex?
That's easy. Yep.
Yeah, it's better. It's an 18.
Yeah, you can grab a hold of it.
I begin to pull this weightless elephant down until gravity's going to take it back over. Sorry.
What's your strength
down
score?
And out.
Can you pull him?
He's
a heavy man.
Mine.
I heard you, Axel. You're trying to go out.
Isn't he weightless currently?
So, but that's fine. Hold on. Let me get there. I gotta press a different button these days. All right. I mean, strength score is a +1. So it's 13 total. I mean, he should, in theory, I don't know, this is magic. In theory, he is weightless because I just saw this giant elephant go forward.
In theory, he is weightless.
I said theory?
Or is the thing just so strong that it's has more output than I have weight?
Oh man, if I start to go up, I'm letting go of that chain. Just to be clear. Yeah, if you go up, I'm just going to play my bird pipes. Like, oh, see you later.
What, bird pipes? That's what we're going to do?
I mean, if I start to lose you,
It's like an ode to Balfour. Rest in peace. Is this Breeze in your world?
Is this Breeze
He's
in my
so
world?
cool.
so cool.
So cool. I think
So
somebody
cool.
would disagree. Okay. So, Axel, you go to throw your chain up to catch Balfour,
I
and
don't have a chain.
nope, Mac.
Mac.
Mac went to. Axel started to figure out how to go around this shenanigan in front of them. Though, watching the edges, it seems to be fairly large, Axel. Yeah, I mean, it's easy to see. Titania can pick it up. Your passive perception can pick it up. Titania, my bad. And
Well, that's a great question. Has Titania flown into this?
No.
Like above it?
Who would go directly into
No.
a wild magic surge?
Balfour?
No.
and Mac, you start to feel the pull of Balfour trying to tug you up before you get Oishin right behind you, grabbing onto the other bed of chain to help you bring him down and pull.
All right, and I pull him
Yep.
down with the help of
Yep, your
Oishi.
strength combined could do it.
Excellent.
So, what you doing over there, Axel?
Walking around.
Yeah, it seems to be a wide berth.
How, like a mile wide or 50 feet or...
Twice the length of a football field is what it will seem to start feeling like.
So 200 yards, therefore 600 feet.
I'll add 10 minutes to our day and walk around.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
That was crazy. I guess maybe I shouldn't walk into things we don't understand.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I'm new here.
No, yeah, so I guess we walk around. Are we dead center, this thing?
Yeah, you seem to be about dead center in this thing.
Okay, so I follow Axel.
Same. Guess he is now in front.
Nah, I'm following me.
Oh,
But I'm here.
I'm following your spirit.
Do I have more than just me?
That's a good question.
That's what we
do-
ask all ourselves.
Is there a spark of creation within each of us? When our bodies leave this world, will anything remain? I don't have the answer, me. Wiser men have tried.
We usually call those necromancers. Not fan.
I called him Carl, my roommate.
Even though his name was Steve.
in magic
makes
college?
sense.
Yeah, I called him Carl. No, we already went over this. I wasn't accepted into magic college.
That's right.
So just like
So we turn a corner on this field and continue
I want to know more
monitoring.
about Carl.
I'll tell you whatever you want to know about Carl.
Yeah, go ahead while we're walking.
Nah, it's cool. I'll bring it up later. But it's thing now, so carry on.
All right. Got some crazy Carl stories.
Crazy Carl stories?
I wonder where he is now.
Oh, he'll play a major role in the story to follow. If
Crazy
my
Carl, the
instincts
Grand
are-
Necromancer. Yeah, he's really
there was
the
nothing grand.
shadows
There was-
I've been fighting at against him.
There was nothing grand about him.
When you knew him, but you picked on him so much.
That's true. We were young men.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, so we're walking, and on the left-hand side, I'm assume we turn left to keep going. Just gonna keep an eye on the floaty bits and keep some 10 feet of space as we're moving.
Yeah, no, sounds fair. And I'll need one more perception roll for your day.
Alrighty then.
Natural 20 for a 21.
Excellent. Is it you or Titania?
It doesn't really matter. I was going with Titania, but I didn't roll the second die yet. So it was just a nat 20 so I could walk away. I felt really cool about that.
18
cool.
for Balfour, the Loxodon.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's 10, so I'd like to go with my passive 17, please.
Mac, you'll keep an eye out for the really large one, and maybe things off in the distance. Just kind of like scanning your surroundings. As for Balfour and Axel, it's easy for you guys to spot more little pockets of these floaty wells around you guys. However, they don't seem quite as big. Some of them kind of seem house-sized, where others seem kind of castle size, or even small, as in it's probably just that 5-foot radius right there in front of you. And Axel, with a natural 20, I feel like you should get something fun with that, because that's just a fun time. As you're looking about the forest, you'll spot a piece of paper in a tree.
I love paper.
Yeah. It looks kind of like a wrapped up scroll type thing, kind of like in a notch.
Oh, I will pick it up with my hands and I will unfurl and read it. If I can.
I'll keep it brief. It is a raunchy letter.
Oh.
But basically it is to their beloved. I hope you find this hidden clue in the forest while you go off on your adventures. And I do have a name for you. And it will be by the name of Taz, signed off at the bottom.
Excellent. Well, obviously I am not the intended recipient of this, so I shall place it back where it goes, and hopefully your message will find its true love.
Excellent. But your day seems to go pretty alright, except for the random pockets everywhere you walk, maybe every 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. It's very random out here, hard to tell, but you guys can find it and avoid it easily.
Okay.
And then you'll go into a night of rest. Only to do the next day, because I'm going to fast forward on our travel.
I do have a question for Oi, the first night post.
Yeah.
Oi, you have any idea what the fuck these gravity wells are?
Wild magic surges. Probably same thing as that time loop.
Gross.
Divine wars were a bit chaotic to the land.
Hey, thought process. If you sucked out my magic juice, why aren't you doing that to like every one of these magic wells?
Ooh.
It doesn't work that way.
Oh, fuck.
It's not like I can make
Fair
a deal
enough.
with the wind or the land to make it happen.
And maybe next time you take some magic out of these fucking trees. Oh yeah, that's fine. I gotta sleep. Just wanted to ask the all-knowing fairy god about these fairy things. Wild magic, I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, fair. You have a god with you. Might as well ask questions, right?
I'm trying. He ain't very godly yet, but that's fine.
He's gonna believe. You believe in it.
I ain't got no leaves left, man. What do you want from me? Me took them all.
Who's going to teach me a trick?
Oh yeah, who's gonna teach me? I'll teach her fighting again. She needs to learn that.
Okay.
Mac attempts to teach her hand-to-hand combat. Continued hand-to-hand combat.
I believe that is an intelligence to teach
You
her.
tell me what it is, champ.
Her intelligence to learn it.
All right, flat intelligence. Let's go. That's going to go great. Oh, it actually worked out great. 17 with a -1, so 17 total. I love that. 18 with a -1.
Cool. She seems to be getting the basics of it, but it
Shit.
takes her a while.
Oh, fair enough. Nothing but patient.
Mm-hmm. You can definitely tell this was not her intended use as a servant fairy of wherever she came from before.
Yeah, but I mean, we're training soldiers here.
The time calls for violence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
she-
different time.
Definitely not as strong as she could be. Get some meat
That's
on
okay.
these
It's not
bones.
about making her strong. It's about
Yep.
making her adept. That's all.
It's really mostly like teaching her how to fly past somebody's neck holding a knife out as fast as she can.
Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
And being like in shape and well maintained, like
It's actually her carrying just a little bit of poison. Just a little bit of poison
Just,
and a little knife. And you go, did I get bit by a mosquito? And then you fucking die.
yeah. Oh man, we should have kept that plant.
Oh, dang it, dude.
Missed
Next time.
opportunity. That's okay. All right, that's what I do.
Yeah, you go and train me throughout the night. It'll take a while. And as you're doing that, and because you started the conversation about like why are these magic things happening, and Oi kind of answered, might as well fill in a little bit more world lore unprompted.
Ooh.
Oi would continue to tell you, it's like, oh yeah, the Divine Wars, it did a number across the land. For example, the Tomblands in Tellus, it's always foggy there, and it just never seems to let up. It used to be a lot more vibrant, like over here in the Emerald Forest, but destroyed. Or if you look at Oriel, the sands used to look like glass and mirrored the land, but now it's just the wastes. It kind of gross and dead things everywhere.
We don't like that.
The world used to be very pretty at the beginning.
So, like, were you in the Divine Wars?
He'll kind of like half smile. Well,
Oh, you
Yes
did some
and
fucked
no.
up shit, huh?
The Divine Wars were amongst the 12 that existed then. My other and I, we stayed back, hold the balance of the world. If we got involved, it would have been great. But the mortals found my other and won everything. So
When you say other, is that like a sibling, like a partner, like a friend, like a business partner? I mean,
No,
Lover?
His other.
Lover? Is it a lover?
No, my lover, my she was not my other. My other is everything I am not.
Oh, so it's like a really little guy with no wings, and he drinks dark magic.
Oh, you could say that about her, but she. It's. She is that of darkness and destruction. Just everything I am not. She takes care of those things.
And she's gone?
Do you ever wonder, like, why we have that? Like, you know? Like, balance seems overrated. What if we just, like, killed the Dark God? Is that, like, good or bad? Just like a gatekeeper situation?
Well, then, if you didn't get rid of destruction or darkness, then you would never have night or death. It's all part of a cycle. If that wasn't there, then everything would be endless.
That's what people keep telling me. I'm just saying, like, endless immortality for everybody could be happiness, you know? Yeah, for another time.
He will nod his head and ponder this.
We would run out of resources. We would run out of places to live. The lands would be scorched by the sun with no shade, no night. Many animals would die as they come out at night. It is good to have balance.
Well, you wouldn't be able to kill the animals.
Hey, man, I'm just saying things adjust, is all I'm saying. Like, we just had this cool desert that, like, had glass-like sand, and now it's a wasteland. There was a beautiful forest, and now it's full of fog. Like, the world seems to kind of balance itself out, so take some of the bad parts out. Who knows what's going to happen? Might teeter in a good direction, my guy.
It might not.
Well, yeah. But it's not great now.
But it is not terrible.
I don't know. I just had my life force sucked out of me. It's not like, you know what I mean? I'm still a little on tilt about that.
I, too, am upset.
I'm fine.
We get
See, Axel is my other.
Goldilocks
He is
situation.
everything I'm not. Patient, smart, magical. That's my other right there. I learned what that is today.
And me is my other.
Tiny.
We're like, that's
nimble.
a lot of others. So would I be the other of your other? Would I be your other? She looked to Mac, kind of like confused. Your other's other.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to do that.
Or am I you?
That's a good point.
You are
You're clearly the wisest of us.
She is, we are, and we are all together.
Well, yeah, you guys can go and ponder off that into the evening times until the next day.
Perfect.
D100 for the next day, please.
Oh, not it.
Den's turn.
Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, D100. There you go. $59. Dang, dude. I mean, I guess it's always pretty average, right? Maybe not.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not bad and it's not good. It's kind of just midway. It's fine. You guys travel the next day, and again, it's the wonders of the woods, right? Everything's sparkly, everything's glittery. It's fun, but it's also monotonous at the same time. The same trees, same vibe of trees. Magic can get as magic gets for the same day in a row. And it's a time, right? This day, Oi will kind of like start up a conversation with you lot. like, let's probably bring up more of the items to you guys, just so you're more aware of the picture. If something does happen, you know, I just to cover all the bases.
Sure.
Like I said, trying to find a new god, get a new replacement. I have an idea that they might be a descendant of mine. That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
Do you know this person? It seems as if you're, one hand, talking about finding them, and two, then sounds like you already know who they are, just not where they are.
A little bit of both. I'm not completely sure. It's the only thing that I've thought about over the years that would make sense. For anything to be as defined would have to have some of my spark in them.
So this other god is already chosen, or do you pick them?
I cannot pick them any longer. Back when I had the magic and the power to do so, I could bring mortals to become the sun, or not the sun, become the moon. I could put away beasts to be in charge of the depths of the oceans. Now it's he'll like reach into his bag and pull out like a little wooden bird. Looks reminiscent of one of the little trinkets from the tree you guys had at the place. And he'll like gesture towards Mac with it. Your bird. Or a bird.
Mac, a little confused, kind of takes it. Thanks.
When you are able to bring back your companion, use this in your magic to do so. It should make them a little bit more stronger. But bird for now.
Word? He like puts it in his pack.
As a DM note, when you bring in your bird, and that will be a +1 to its AC.
Okay.
Now, is that only if I bring in a bird, or is that any of my primal companions?
Only if you bring in a bird.
Perfect.
The shape and form of a bird.
All right, perfect.
But just as much as basic magic can get me at this point. A new one, if they're a new god of creation, a new god of light, then they should be able to bring a new spark to the world, reignite the fading embers, as you will. There's a prophecy in state, and if this ends up being my last adventure, at least if I can tell the three of you to know it, then at least the world has some hope. I'll look at the three of you just to see how the vibes are vibing.
Matt, listen, I'm not a holy man at all. You said there were 12 gods. Now you make it sound like there's like 0.5 gods. Because you said like if it was divine, it had to come from you. The other 11 like dead.
The 12 are dead. Well, technically the 13 are dead.
Wait, hold on. Now there's extra numbers. Are you one of the 12 or 13?
14. I would make 14.
Okay. And so the other 13 are dead.
He will not.
All right. That's just
Are
fair
we
enough.
counting your other in this? Is your other 15, or are they dead?
Oh, great question.
14 in total. My other is dead.
Okay. You shouldn't call him the 13, just as a rule.
Or the 12.
Or the 11.
It was the 12 Divine. They were in charge of all the worlds after my other and I stepped back to no longer be the front of everything.
The other mom, the 12 plus their mom and dad.
Yes.
To put it simply, yes. But
That's the only way I understand it.
That's not how our relationships worked, but yes. As simply
We're
as
not
it
here
can
to
be.
judge. Or put mortal concepts into divinities. It's just
A
how
family can be
Aubrey
14
understands
gods.
it. It is true.
But no, the 13 died. Totally gone. Divine wards killed them all. And I went into hiding so I could keep the world alive.
That must have been very lonely.
He'll nod.
You were going to tell us about these artifacts that we're chasing. This coin,
yes.
this ribbon, this pocket watch.
The prophecy that goes along with it.
Yeah, sure. Mac nudges Axel. You might want to write this down.
No, I already did.
Oh, fuck, you're amazing.
Mind like a steel trap, he says, pointing to his temple. Nothing gets in or out.
Balfour nods like
Mac,
wisdom has been.
Yeah, Mac also nods like it's very wise.
All right. I, as Abon, nervous to read off the little prophecy, but it's okay. It's fine.
Read it in a spooky voice.
Do it in your best Bela Lugosi.
Whatever that is. If that's spooky.
Oh my god!
Do it. Do it in Oishin's voice.
Yeah. Amidst the lament, the watching sun shall rise, waking both warriors of light and shadowed spies. It is then a handful of heroes must be brave and bold, lest shadow's grasp be the last tale told. Where mortals sing and dance, a god to be lies unawares, for a father's love veils the divinity she bears. Yet grapes whisper up the vine, foretell the destined guardians are to shine. With an old blue ribbon, weathered by time's embrace, a new silver coin gleaming in its grace. Borrowed from yesterday, a pocket watch ticking true. In this trio's union, love finds its debut. In the ribbon's faded hue, memories whisper old tales. The coin's fresh mint sparkles as destiny unveils. And within the pocket watch's borrowed beat, blue and silver blend in harmony sweet.
Can I get a copy pasta of that?
Oh yeah, for sure. Will do. I'll put it
Sit down.
in the crew and the box seats.
Much appreciated.
I typed all my notes for nothing.
That's what
I
I
was
said. I
actually
already did it.
I was pretty good right up until we got to the grapes portion. Then I fell behind.
I'm going to say, does this have something to do with a wedding of sorts?
Oishin will kind of look puzzled.
There is a
Kinda like
tradition
first
Union, my
in
guy.
another culture that talks about something old, something new, something borrowed. and something blue. And you mentioned all of those things. Specifically.
Do not look at Abon's face for this one. Abon's trying. That is interesting. I did not think of such thing. He'll kind of like grin a little bit. Oh, the cleverness of mortals are quite amusing.
Like a
Even now, you
steel
still
trap.
surprise me.
Mac taps his temple with you.
And I imagine me and Mac look at each other like this is our new thing.
Like, yep.
I'm like, huh. Well, if it is such thing of a wedding, then that's an interesting concept to look out for. However, I don't know about you, but I do not plan to be betrothed anytime soon.
Well, there's the portion that says, "For a father's love veils the divinity she bears." So you're clearly the father, and your divinity would be born by someone, a female, who has Fey ancestry. Well, congratulations, me. I welcome your reign. I shake her tiny hand.
She will blink. I thought I was in charge of the revolution. And then I will kind of look over and chuckle.
It'll make one really a lot easier, in fact.
Mac nods.
You'll see Oishin look at her. He was like, I do not think she is one of mine.
She belongs to my other. I don't accept her as one of my children.
All the little fairies, they were created in our image, but not... I did not.
Hey, that means she's
one
full of
such term.
darkness. She's ready for the fucking revolution.
Well, what other daughters do you have, Oishin? What haven't you been telling us?
He'll kind of like gesture in the upwards motion. Well, Arianwen was mine.
Sure. But she lives in the sky now.
But I believe she had a granddaughter.
Now we're getting somewhere.
So this prophecy. This is nice. I appreciate this. How does this help us find these items?
Oh, the items are that way. The prophecy is what to do with the items, should anything happen to me.
Fair enough. I continue to march. I've been marching this whole time, but...
Oh, yeah. I imagine you guys are
now
walking
Mac
and
is
talking.
just... Yeah, of course. Now Mac is just, like, focusing. Alright, just pay attention to what we're doing. Because he didn't give me anything other than this direction.
It'll see Oishin wonder. It was like, I think...
It's
lady married
Oishin.
into
Don't let me say
fishers.
ocean and fuck you up. It's Oishin. No, I get it.
Oishin.
I'm the one who's fucking it up and infecting your brain.
Yep. Oishin will ponder
That's
it
me.
for a second. He was like, I think she married into the Fisher families. Kind of like shrug a little bit. Yeah, I didn't really keep track after several generations since I should have appeared to be immortal and dead. Anything after that, not really. He'll kind of like half grin. And then do a innocent whistle to keep walking.
Oishin was a player, my guy.
Seems like
He
it.
spread that divine seed.
Just keep following as well. Okay. And just repeating the kind of the trying to remember it almost as, and then like holding a piece of metal as I'm saying it, almost as if I'm like infusing that piece with kind of this saying. This lament the watching sunrise, and then just.
Sounds good. You guys will travel for a couple more days. Again, some wild magic places, things you've seen before, the weird time loops and the gravity wells. And one that you'll notice looks like a gravity well, but in the opposite direction, and everything's going down.
Oh, the hellhole, of course.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
And it
Every
will
forest
be,
has one.
you guys will get a long rest in, and we'll start our next episode on the day of the 30th.
Woo! Ka-chow.
Perfect.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Thanks for going through a travel montage with me, guys. That was fun.
Thanks for the lore.
That's good.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And the epic you gave us.
You're welcome. So, who are we saving today, Shanesaw?
We are going to be saving... It's episode 10. We'll be saving Dots RPG. So this is going to be our last month giving to Dots RPG. We hope you've supported them along the way as we have. We want you to let us know what you rolled in support of them. Want to make sure you're telling your friends about it when you meet at the table. Make sure you are getting together, being heroes, and then once the game's over, you don't got to stop. Once the dice stop, you never pop. Okay, don't worry about that one. But... the important thing is we roll a 17. So 17 more of our dollars heading that way. We hope you'll join us.
Speaking of joining us,
come and join our Discord.
We'll be waiting for you. It's perfect. Couldn't have planned it better. Hey, everybody, come and join our Discord. Link is always in the episode notes. If you didn't know it, go ahead and scroll down, click that button, and jump right in. I would also like to direct you to leave us a review wherever you can leave us a review. We haven't had many, and I promise to bring back what Shanesaw used to do and read the review on an episode. When we see that we get new ones, that will be yours. So, 1, join the Discord. 2, leave a review. Thank you.
And then our hopes, stars, and wishes.
Stars to Abon for giving us lore.
You're welcome. I enjoy giving you the bits of story, bits that you guys will find out in the world here and there, or things that are just kind of common knowledge that not everyone knows just yet because it's all in my head.
Love a prophecy. Good work.
Same. Okay, I'll go. So I have wishes, but it's not related to the game. It's related to my life. So today is the day before my youngest daughter's birthday. So we did like a daddy-daughter thing, Build-A-Bear, like spent a whole day together. My wish is that does not stop. As she gets older, she still wants to spend a day with me celebrating her birthday and letting me spoil her. So I wish for that to be a thing.
That's cute. Good dad vibes.
I try.
And if that doesn't happen, I'll let you spoil me. So we can do that.
Bad dad vibes.
Okay, I'll take it.
I know that I am not a very gentle father, I guess is what I could say, as far as how I correct things.
Gentle father, gentle lover, yeah.
So, strike 2 for the old Devonport.
The old Dexter.
So before I strike out, I would like to... Dang it. Carry on. Get somebody else go now.
Okay.
I hope. Devin never does that again.
You gonna try again, Devin?
Nope, I'm done here. Next episode, we'll try again next episode.
Sorry, Devin.
right.
Hey, to be fair, you hit way more than you missed. You're batting like 800.
That's true.
Acceptable.
Yeah. Okay, let me get a hope. Real life hope. So Ginge and I have been looking at our house, and homeowner stuff kind of sucks. But I am hoping we get our shit together soon so we can get a couple sledgehammers and take out our backyard deck because that thing's falling apart and I hate it. And putting in a new paved path stone wave.
All right.
I don't know how well that's going to go. It's going to be a learning process, but I'm very excited to try it.
Hell yeah.
That's what I've got.
That's exciting.
Make sure you do before and afters. I love those.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
from the
Endurance.
gross reckoners now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Home
And in
improvement
between
can be
durings.
fun. It will
fact, just
also
live
tell you if
stream
you
the
guys are going to
process.
last, you know?
Oh,
It represents
I mean,
marriage.
I'm for real.
sounds good.
I've been going for 7 years, but we got about 800 unfinished projects, so I don't know what that means.
Hey, you don't hate each other, so that's a win.
Yeah, I agree. Not hating your spouse is good.
Yeah.
Hey
I'm
man,
pretty
some
sure that's
people
how it needs to
cannot
be.
work together on their home, and you know what I mean?
My father, and this is a tangent, but my father-in-law, he and his wife, he couldn't do it without her. She's like his right-hand man. He's like pencil, and she's already got it. Like they work
God, that's
together
great.
in a truly beautiful
That's
fashion.
really cool.
That's very sweet.
Goals.
Yeah, they're good. I love them.
Yeah.
Hopes.
Couple goals.
Eric, Donna, I love you.
If you're listening,
Me too. Me too.
me three.
Avon,
Do you
I was like, I
love
can say
them?
before.
do you or do you not
Yeah,
love Eric?
before.
Eric and Donna.
I had to think about it. I was like, am I going to say I love strangers? I
if you
do it
guys
all
could
the
do s-
time. Like we always say.
We
Go
love
to
you.
Twitter and
We
say
love
hashtag
you.
love Eric and Donna.
Love each other like sisters and brothers, and you'll have a grand